Hello, and welcome to another main gain vlog. First things first, if you have watched my previous video on the shark, this is not a result of that. I mean, it kind of is because I used the hot brush to like blow dry it out, but this is sock curls. Save your money. I think you can get like a Revlon hot curler, which is kind of good, probably for a lot cheaper. And then just sock curl. Let's first off update you on my body stats. So we're sitting at 61 kg right now, which is around 4 kg up from where I was when I dieted down. So it's taken us quite a few months to get back up, which is kind of nice and kind of what I wanted. I just wanted a gradual increase in everything, making sure that I'm not kind of just eating for the sake of it. I'm not just stuffing my face and feeling gross. I wanted to slowly be increasing those things. So I'm kind of happy with that rate of gain, to be honest. My waist has, oh yeah, it's gone back to what it was during summer. So it came down a little bit when we were dieting and it's gone back to what it was, which I'm totally happy with. My glutes, guys, my glutes have increased. I have been thinking like, okay, they're looking a little bit bigger, and I have had a few comments off people, but I think a lot of people know that that's my like one insecurity. So it's nice when people make a comment, but also I'm like, you know, that's the one compliment for me. So I take it, but I'm like, oh, okay, you're just being kind. So to actually see that in the measurements, because when I tell you, it's so hard for my glute measurement to change. It's been the same forever. So to see that increase, unbelievable. We've had a little increase on bicep measurement and thighs up too. Oh my gosh, what a great day. I haven't actually really been consistently tracking my measurements, let's say. So hopefully this isn't a fluke, but we will keep up with it and be a little bit more consistent with tracking that. I'm super happy. I've really been putting no pressure on myself when it comes to this main gain. I've been tracking, but not totally, not really tracking at the weekends, for example. I've allowed myself a lot of flexibility, which I think helps when it then comes to dieting, because you can really zone in because you've not got that fatigue from just tracking non-stop. I just feel so good. I'm in such a good place. My training is in a good place. I feel great. All the measurements are going the right way. Great start to a Monday. Also guys, I've done my hair like this, right? Which is obviously cute. But what I do is go to the gym. And I actually was maybe going to do some stairmaster after my session. So like, how do I retain it looking cute whilst also being able to put up for the gym? Because I'm not the type of person who can just train like this. There's no way. How am I going to do hack squat like this? I'll be choking on my own hair. Say good morning to our little hippo. You okay, girl? She's on her first season, bless her. I've never had a female dog before, so, and my friend assured me, don't worry, it's just a little bits and bobs you haven't noticed. She has a human-sized womb, that is for sure. So we have some big fat period pants that she's been wearing. In the mornings, she's kind of just segregated to the kitchen because she's just a lot. She's a lot. But she's so cute and sleepy. Poor little bean. Anyway, I'm just getting a drink ready for the gym. I'm gonna have some EAAs and some creatine. I've been so good with my creatine this month, and I attest that to all my gains because I feel fantastic when I take it a lot. Can't even tell you. gym is done. I'm not gonna lie to you, that was a pretty mediocre session. I mean, it wasn't. I think I just felt mediocre. The hack squat just was not happening. I literally did a couple of reps on each set and I was just like, I can't do this. I increased on my kickbacks and on my split squats, but then when I went over to the leg extension, it was the wrong leg extension that was free. So I already was just like, ugh, because I couldn't tell what weight I was using. So that kind of deflated me. So I didn't log the weights at all. I just did what I needed to do. I just felt like my legs just couldn't go anymore. There was just no determination within my quads. So instead of doing my superset that I usually do, I just did a couple of sets of sissy squat instead. So got rid of the goblet squat. And then I went on the stairs, and only for a short amount of time, but I did increase the level. So there is that. And my hair has totally flopped. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's still a good day. It's still a good session. I still feel okay. I just have not got the drive this morning. I don't know why. But we will not let this impact our week. We will continue as normal. Tomorrow will be better. We went to an outlet at the weekend and there was a whole section of vegan Haribos. Vegan jelly beans from Haribo. Yes, please. That should really be more of a pre-workout thing. But the benefit of a main gain is we can have these extra snackaroos and it's all good. I've just come back from walking both dogs. There won't have been any clips because I was walking both of them and I've only just started to walk both of them. Although Luna is perfect, she walks the heel, she just trots along. Rex will be like this, so I really have to keep my eyes on him and really have I literally, they are strapped around me like a crazy person and I'm like treat the whole time. So there is no room for holding a camera and doing a cute little vlog. We just went for a walk. Now I'm just having my greens and I've got some crumpets in the toaster. Now I've seen a lot of hate for greens recently and I won't stand for it. Now, of course, any supplement that you have in the world is very unnecessary. You don't need any supplement, it's there to supplement your diet. So if you're not getting something in your diet already, you might want to look to a supplement. For example, we don't see the sunshine in the UK in the winter, so you probably want to supplement some vitamin D. Whatever you think is going to be useful for you and your diet. So no, don't be going to buy anything just because someone online tells you to, but I am about this life. I am about these greens. Now, I probably do not get enough veg into my diet, even as a plant-based baby. I probably just eat like one portion of veg in my evening meal, which is terrible, I know. But that's me and my taste buds. I'll have fruit all day long. I'll have fruit in every single meal of the day. I'll definitely have about 3 or 4 portions of fruit every day. I do not do the same for veg. I do not have the energy for veg, but this I will consume. And you can see down the side, it's got all the 100,000 different things that are in here. And it's not just greens, it's things that I would be supplementing anyway. It has ashwagandha in it, which I had some tablets for it at one stage, and then I also had some gummies. It's just meant to be good for relaxation, anxiety, that sort of thing. It's one of those things that I understand the research on. I don't know that I can say 100% that I've seen any differences, but it's one of those things that I know the benefits, so I'm glad to incorporate it into my diet anyway. And also, one thing that I was supplementing a couple of years ago, and then I kind of fell off the bandwagon, maca. This is in here. This has literally been formulated for women and women's health. It has a whole host of things in, other than just veg, that you would maybe like to supplement anyway. So if you can get it all in one, happy days. And it has fibre in it. Obviously, if you're having loads of juices, this, that and the other, greens, they're probably not got the fibre in it, which is gonna be a real good thing for you to have so you can digest everything properly and take a shit. But this does have fibre in it, so you're not missing out on anything. But please get the mango version, don't get the normal version. You've been warned. Also, sorry to keep talking about these, but I saw Grace has recently come out with some fish ready, and every single video that she's talking about these greens, she downs the glass. Downs it. She's like, look, look, look. You know when you have to down a glass of greens? That means it doesn't taste very good. These mango greens, I used to see people filling up this whole jug of greens and thinking, you are wrong. There's no way you can drink all of that and enjoy it and just sip on it. Turns out, these mango greens, you genuinely can just sip on them. Plant powered for 15% off and all that. Hashtag not an ad because they don't pay me to say this. I just genuinely I've come to work downstairs because Miss Luna Tuna is out of sorts. Oh, sweet girl. You okay? You okay? Oh, baby girl. Look at that big tum tum. I wanted to chat to you about a big change that I've made this year, and that is actually prioritizing myself. Last year, I just prioritized my clients, prioritized getting my work done. I wouldn't put full effort into my sessions. My rest periods would be like 5 minutes long because I'd just be replying back to people instead of focusing on my own session. I would go home early because I would be thinking, oh my God, I need to do this, and this before I can do this. So I would just cut my session short and go home, or I would just not do my session at all and instead prioritize getting work done, when realistically there was no need. It was just extra pressure that I was putting on myself and extra work that I was putting on myself that I didn't need to do. Actually, I think it ended up that no one was getting a good deal out of that situation. So this year I have really prioritized myself. I've been putting my phone on do not disturb whilst I'm in my session so that I can actually just focus on my session. I'm making sure that I'm not cutting my session short and I'm doing everything to my max intensity for that session. I'm just really prioritizing myself, and I can't tell you how much of a difference I already feel, not only just in myself but also like visually. I feel like I've been getting so many more compliments recently, which is low-key unheard of. Other people have definitely been noticing changes in me, which is so nice because I feel like it's hard to notice things in yourself sometimes, and then someone else will say something and you'll be like, oh, maybe the mirror wasn't lying to me. And I just feel great. I feel like I'm on such a good path with my journey and with my fitness, and just aesthetically, like everything's coming together. Everything is coming together, and it's just because I've actually changed my mindset and I've dedicated time to myself. It's not because I've changed any kind of training styles. It's not because I've changed my calories. It's not because I've changed the supplements I'm taking. I'm just actually dedicating time to myself, and that has made the biggest amount of progress than just going to the gym, half-arsing a random session and going home. That is not going to get you to where you want to go. I potentially said this in another one of my main gaining vlogs, but the idea behind this main gain is that I'm not putting pressure on myself to eat tons and tons of food, but it is making me stay to that line, stay to that maintenance line. I'm really putting effort in to get to that point. And then anything that's additional on top of that, cool, happy days, perfect. But I'm prioritizing protein and I'm prioritizing getting to that maintenance range of calories, because for me, eating can be hard and I will just forget to do it. For example, today it's now 2:30. Half an hour ago I realised I'd forgotten to have lunch, and I was full. I just thought, oh my God, I've not had lunch, but I was not hungry whatsoever. So instead of forcing myself to have something massive, I had one of those Alpro protein yogurt pots and then a ton of the Aldi protein granola on top. That's giving me some protein, it's giving me some calories. I'm actually going to go and make myself a little clear protein to have, because I find the clear protein, if I just make it, put it around me, I'm so lazy. So if it's just next to me, I will sip on it. If I have to go get it, I have to wait for a burst of motivation to stand up, and that's just not always going to happen. So especially when I'm in a deep work mode. So I'm going to get one of those to just sip next to me. So I'm definitely going to be getting my protein in today. And then I just need to make sure I'm prioritizing some snacks throughout the rest of the day, because I don't think that yogurt and granola really has pushed my calories up that high. That's the food plan, and it's doing me really well. I can't even tell you. I feel it's such a good space right now. Also, I kind of lied this morning when I said that I didn't know why I'd curled my hair just to like tie it up, and it's kind of dropped out now anyway. But my main reason behind doing it is because Honor Active posted a casting call on their Instagram, and I'm not a model. We know that. We've seen what she looks like, okay? We know that's not my forte, but that brand is on my freaking vision board to work with. They were on my vision board last year, they're on my vision board this year. It was actually the only thing that did not come true in my vision board last year. So this year, it could happen. I could be delusional enough to think that would happen. I'm a realistic person, right? I understand I have a mid physique. I'm not bringing a lot to the table. I have a low amount of followers. I'm not pulling much weight in that industry. I'm not necessarily a big asset to the team. Not to talk myself down, I'm just realistic. Look at the athletes they have, they're freaking insane, they're amazing, they're incredible. I know that I'm here, they're here. And I'm fine with that. Like I'm not crying myself to sleep about that. But if I didn't shoot my shot, who would I be? I've got to shoot your shot. I did my little video for the casting. And I'm really hoping that this morning my hair looked really nice. So I'm hoping that the big glossy, bouncy hair really distracts from everything else. I put that in this morning. So that's exciting. I mean, don't expect to hear back. I can sit here and see other people get given that opportunity and be annoyed that I didn't put my 2p in because I feel like I'm not good enough. Or I can put my 2p in, and if nothing happens, I'm in the same position as I am now. If something happens, that'll be fucking incredible. If there's something that's on your vision board that you've been putting off, that you have been dipping out of because you think that it's not for you, go freaking do it. Because why the hell not? That's also a thing about vision boards, right? Vision boards are cute, but they're not going to happen unless you do something about it. Like I can't just sit here and go, on active, give me all the clothes in the world and make me an affiliate, and like that's just not going to happen if I just sit and think about it. If I put myself forward for opportunities, it might. The day is over. I think because it gets dark so quickly, and this room, I just hate having the big light on. I know you do too. We're all the same. And so it just makes me feel like the day's over and like I can't do anything now. And I'm such a morning person. Like I need to get everything done first thing. I'm not productive in the evening. It's just not gonna happen. It's not for me. And especially then, like you come away from your laptop and you're like, oh, well, my house is a mess. So now I've got to tidy that. Now I've got to make food. Now I've got to, there's just so much to do. And as soon as the sun goes down, I just wanna lay horizontal. So Nathan's making dinner because he's a gem. I'm going to get my last few bits and bobs done on my to-do list, but I hope you have enjoyed this video. When I look back at my other YouTube videos, you guys have really enjoyed the main gain vlogs, so hopefully you've also enjoyed this one. When we're looking at a timeline in terms of my main gaining and when that is going to end, I'm thinking end of February we're going to have a look, we're going to reassess where we're at, see how we feel. I'm hoping to be able to go to the end of March. I mean, as long as I can keep this thing going would be great. I would also like to feel super comfortable and super happy in my body for summer and reveal some of the muscle we may have gained, but we're not putting on that much because we're main gaining. So hopefully I could just keep this thing going for a while, because when we're looking to gain muscle mass, it is not a short game, it is a long man's game. So the longer I can do this for, the better, but we'll see how we feel when we get there. So you'll have many more main gain vlog to come, I'm sure. I've got a couple more exciting videos coming your way, but if you have any ideas, things that you want to see from me, please put it in the comments, because my brain, sometimes I have 10 million ideas and then I have none. And when I asked over on Instagram, everyone was like, vlogs. But then when I just put random vlogs on here, that's not always your favorite thing. I actually feel like my YouTube audience of like 3 people, but my YouTube audience are very different to my Instagram people. And I thought that just a few people from Instagram who are interested would come across, but actually I don't think that's been the case, because a lot of the videos, like the Q&A video for example, it's like 10 views. Like that's just 10 people from Instagram who wanted to hear a bit more. You guys on YouTube, you're different. You're a different breed. You're not that into me yet. You're just dabbling. So let me know what kind of videos you'd want to see me dabble in, and I'll get on to that. I think I definitely want to do a few more training like videos, but the only problem is when I search for people's training programs, obviously they're not just there, it's just not very clear. And I think the things that I search, it's like, oh, Taylor Swift loves to go to a dance class. Okay, you've just seen her go to a dance class once, or you've just blatantly made that up. Like, I'm gonna need some evidence as to where this person got this training plan from. Like the Kim Kardashian video, Kim Kardashian literally posted that workout, so I know she has at one time literally done that workout. I don't wanna just bring you bullshit, you know? So there will be some more training like videos coming. I just have to find some people who will let me into their life a little bit so I can have a little look, see what they're getting up to. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm so happy with my progress so far, and long may it continue.